4, top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Unloads quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was... get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Coming out with it, it's Branch. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen, the ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere? Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Can anyone catch him? He's inside the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Offense in an empty set. He'll come out throwing on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Southern Cal! What a grab and go for the score. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pressure coming. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Tigers pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Trying to find his man on first down. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And more yards after contact. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
The Trojans light it up with a 1st and goal. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, LSU 16, USC 8.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There's a live football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
On the move, it's Marks. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
1st down, 10 yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The short hands, it's Lane.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're going to run it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And here's the return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. That's caught. It's Anderson. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. And he missed it, no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll open the second half with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's marked. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a connection. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for the loss.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
USC 23, LSU 16.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
Break! Blue side east! Blue side east!
Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
16.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's got the tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking to throw. Buying some time. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, USC. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete,